Yon World, what's the deal? It's your boy Original back with another one for y'all, man. Now check this out today on my YouTube channel. We going over the Bitcoin halving 2020. Go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Turn on post notifications for your boy Yon World. Now today on my channel, we about to go over the Bitcoin halving 2020. We about to go over exactly what the Bitcoin halving is, what coins I'm investing in during this time, what coins will have a lot of profit during this time, and just explaining everything that's going on with cryptocurrency right now. So if you don't know, May 18th 2020 is the day of the Bitcoin halving, and what the Bitcoin halving is basically Bitcoin has a limited supply, and right now it's only 1100 Bitcoin that's able to be mined a day. Right after May 18th, there'll only be 900 Bitcoins able to be mined per day. So it's this thing called supply and demand, right? Where, you know, as the supply gets lower, the demand gets higher. And Bitcoin has a history of doing this, with this being the third halving. Every 4 years, Bitcoin will have a halving until 2100. These moments are rare, and if you take advantage of this time, you know, with all the stimulus checks and all of the money people are receiving, and the money that you do have that you invest properly, you know, you can set yourself up to win in the future. And I'm about to explain exactly what coins you should buy, because it's a lot of you're gonna see a lot of advertisements on YouTube about Bitcoin in this next coming, you know, 2 months, 3 months, and they're all going to be sharing different coins to buy. And I've done research on the top 5 coins, and we're going to go over some of my picks, which I believe are going to be good for this time. So what this chart is basically all of the halvings, and I just want to explain this again. Like, if y'all just entering the stream, Bitcoin on May 18th is about to have a halving. It's about 2 weeks from now. So if you get in right now, you can, you know, potentially make a lot of money in the future, like in the next, you know, 6 to 9 months after this. I'm gonna just show you based on, you know, the pattern Bitcoin has had in the future, or in the past, excuse me. So if we go to the first halving, you can see the first halving happened in 2012. Right, it happened in 2012. You see the price of Bitcoin was $11, right, around the halving. So a couple months after that, you know, Bitcoin shoots up to 100, and it's about 100. It shot up to about $150. Let's just say it shot up to about $150 from November to April 2013. November 2012 to April 2013, the price increased. It went up to 150. People who saved really earned if they waited longer. Like, if you waited a whole year, the price went up to almost $1,000, 940. Let's just say about $970. Right, almost $1,000 if you would have waited 1 year from buying from the first halving. The first halving, it was $10, right? It started off at $10, around $10, $11, and a year from then it went up to damn near $1,000. So after that, you know, obviously people were selling off. It was dwindling down. Then the second halving happens, right? The second halving happens July 2016, around July 2016, right? So around this time, the price of Bitcoin is $500 around this time. $500, right? By December 2017, it was at 20. This one hit 20 racks. Yep, this is when it hit $20,000. $19,000 Bitcoin hit. So from July 2016 to December 2017, that was a crazy game. Now, What's about to happen next is Bitcoin is about to hit $100,000. And this is how I predict this. If you look at every peak, it goes up 3, just based on this chart, it goes up 3 cells or 3, columns. It goes up, right? From every halving, right? It goes up 3 columns. And after this halving, this about to happen, the third halving, right? About 2 weeks from now, right? Bitcoin is gonna remain at the $8,000 price market. It may even drop. It's gonna shoot up right before it happens, right before the halving happens. If you look up, like right before the halving happens, the first halving, the second halving, it always shoots up, right? It's gonna shoot up right before the halving happen. Then it's gonna drop a little bit. Then as the months continue, as the next year happens, it's gonna be in this area. And if you look right here on the map, where the third halving at, around September 2021. If you can wait, if you can hold your Bitcoin or these other altcoins I'm about to show you, you can hold them for a year, you're gonna be in a profit from 8,000 to 100,000, close to 100,000. Even if we get in the $90,000 or $78,000 range, that's good. So I just want to let y'all know this is an opportunity, that happens. It only happens every 4 years. And, next time it's going to happen is 2024. So I hope y'all understood that. I'm going to go over it some more toward the end, but I just want to go over the coins, you should be on the lookout. Now, just to give you the straight up answer, you should be on the lookout for Bitcoin. Now, this should be on your watch list. Number 1, Bitcoin should be on your watch list. Ripple or XRP, this should be on your watch list. This is my number 1, actually. I'm going to buy more Ripple over Bitcoin. I'm about to show you why. Now, Ripple is number 2. Next is Ethereum, right? Buy Ethereum. Ethereum is going to go crazy. Chainlink, this one is also going to go crazy. And Tezos is going to do extremely well over the next year. And Stellar Lumens. These coins, which will really make you the most profit, is XRP. I'm about to go over this. So y'all can see I have nothing in my portfolio. I haven't been involved. You see, I last withdrew my Bitcoin June 23rd. So I haven't, been involved since then. But, when we go to XRP, let's go to XRP, because this is what I'm going to buy. This is the main coin I'm going to buy during this Bitcoin halving, right? Because it's going to drop down a little bit more. I want it to drop down a little bit more, so I can get a better price. But this is why. So if we go to all, you will see this is when Bitcoin peaked and was, at $19,000, $20,000, right? Hold on. This is when it hit its height, and it's gonna do this again. Right now it's 22 cents. So, like, let's say if you spent $1,000. Let me just pull up a calculator. Okay, let's say if you spent $1,000 divided by something that's 22 cents, you would get 4,500 shares. So if we do 45, let's just do 4,500 just to round it up. 4,500 times something that costs $384. That would be $17,000 you can make from $1,000 investment. And this was, you're gonna see different commercials on YouTube saying you can invest, $500 and get this much, and then you're gonna see crazy returns. And it's because of this, and they're gonna be referring to cryptocurrency, but it's because of this Bitcoin halving. What's about to happen is Bitcoin supply is limited to 21 million coins, right? And they can only mine so many per day. It's an actual date, in 2100, which Bitcoin would, stop. Like you won't be able to mine any more Bitcoin, right? So every 4 years they have what's called a halving, where they cut in half the supply of Bitcoin that can be mined per day. So what this does is create supply and demand. It creates more demand for the coin, and the price shoots up. The price shoots up because, not only are people demanding, but people, it's miners in competition too. It's people also trading, but it's miners, in competition for mining power and getting Bitcoin so they can get the rewards and shit. So, that'll always drive up the price because the miners are dumping the coin, getting money from the coin. So, it's going to be a good time. I'm telling y'all, it's about to be a good time. Bitcoin is going to hit $100,000, close to it. It's going to be close to $100,000, by, 2021, like a year from now, an exact year from now, it's going to be up there, in the 75, 60,000, 50,000 and up is going to be Bitcoin. So, yeah, that's my prediction on the whole Bitcoin halving. Just to go, let me just show you another coin. Like, the thing about these coins, like, even if we go to Stellar Lumens, like, when we look at all, you see they had these peaks around the same time. And this coin is 7 cents right now. This coin is 7 cents and it went up to 93 cents, right? You can get so many shares of this coin right now. If you put in $100, you can get so many shares of this coin. And that's the thing. It's like, it's about buying a lot of shares. Like, you can invest in Bitcoin right now, even if you don't have enough to buy a whole Bitcoin. But I think it's better when you can buy whole shares. So, like Tezos and Chainlink and XRP and Stellar Lumens, buy those before you buy Bitcoin, because something that you got to understand about Bitcoin is Bitcoin controls the whole market. If you look at these charts, they are kind of similar. They kind of similar in the drops and the peaks. And when Bitcoin experience high performance, which is about to experience, like Bitcoin is going to be worth $100,000. So it is valuable. Even if you buy half of a Bitcoin, it's going to triple its worth, so it's still valuable to buy Bitcoin right now. But if you have a budget, I recommend buying. And if you want, a lot of coins, buy an altcoin. But Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying? You can still buy Bitcoin. So, yeah, that's my video for today. I'm going to make another video about this, just Bitcoin hitting 100,000. I was just exposed to all this information today. I've been on Bitcoin. As y'all can see, had Bitcoin, But, I wasn't, nothing in my portfolio. I haven't, been in Bitcoin since 2017, 2018. So I just sold the rest of my Bitcoin in 2019. So yeah, it's your boy, Yon World. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you comment. I'm out.